If you're looking for something new to play, it can be easy to become overwhelmed by the volume of games to pick from on Game Pass. One genre that really stands out is role-playing games, with so many to choose from that take dozens of hours to complete. While Game Pass is probably the best subscription service for RPG fans, you might need a little help narrowing things down. Here are some recommendations on where to start and what you're missing out on if you're not subscribed yet. If you are looking for a great RPG, you should check out Yakuza 0. This is the prequel to the beginning of the Yakuza series, which is often referred to as a beat-em-up RPG because it mixes fast-paced fighting with classic role-playing features. In it, you explore lively, fictionalized locations in 1980s Tokyo. You play as two main characters, Kazuma Kiryu and Goro Majima, switching throughout. Yakuza 0 has an amazing and gripping story, packed with intense emotional moments made even better by fantastic voice acting. Outside the main story, you will find tons of extra things to do, like running businesses, such as a real estate company or a cabaret club, playing mini games like karaoke, bowling, or just wandering around. Assassin's Creed Origins represented a major change for the long-running Assassin's Creed series. This game moved away from its traditional action-adventure style and fully embraced the action RPG genre. You play as Bayek of Siwa, the last Medjay, in a story that explains the beginnings of the Brotherhood of Assassins. Your adventure is fueled by a personal desire for revenge and will keep you hooked until the end. Bayek himself is a fantastic and unforgettable main character. The game avoids the repetitive mission design of older entries, instead offering multi-part stories and branching narratives with more developed characters. The side quests are a huge upgrade compared to past games. Clair, Obscur. Expedition 33 stands out when it comes to RPGs on Game Pass. You are brought into a world where humanity is living under a shared death sentence. Every year, a mysterious being called the Paintress awakens and paints a cursed number on her monolith, and anyone older than that number turns to smoke and vanishes. With each passing year, the number gets smaller and more people are erased. When the Paintress writes the number 33, you join Gustav and a group of expeditioners on a desperate mission to destroy her before she can bring death again. The story is widely praised, deeply emotional, and thought-provoking, dealing with heavy themes like loss, grief, family, and how art can help people cope with death. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is included with Game Pass through EA Play. It is the much-awaited follow-up to Jedi Fallen Order. It pushes the boundaries of what might be considered an RPG, but it incorporates many RPG elements and will have you settling into the role of a Jedi in no time. The story continues 5 years after the first game's events, putting you back in the shoes of Cal Kestis, who has grown into a more skilled Jedi Knight. Your journey takes place in a galaxy ruled by the harsh Empire as you try to find a place of safety. You do not need to be a Star Wars expert to enjoy the game. Just knowing that an evil empire is hunting the Jedi is enough to understand the plot. The story is gripping and emotional, staying true to the spirit of Star Wars while adding Souls-like elements. The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered is an updated version of the beloved 2006 classic. It drops you into the huge, high fantasy world of Cyrodiil. You start as a nameless prisoner who soon finds themselves at the heart of an epic story involving the Emperor and the desperate struggle to close off the demonic realm of Oblivion. This isn't a remake, but a remaster that has been rebuilt with the help of Unreal Engine 5, delivering a major visual upgrade that brings the world to life with stunning graphics and modern lighting effects. While it keeps the same great core gameplay and some of the original's quirky charm, it also introduces quality of life improvements. These improvements include sprinting, better leveling, more satisfying weapon combat, and a much cleaner user interface. Persona 3 Reload is a complete remake of the original Persona 3, updated while keeping everything that made the original so special. It is a great JRPG and social simulation game. You play as a transfer student at Gekkoukan High School, juggling school life, forming friendships, and fighting supernatural creatures called shadows during a secret time known as the Dark Hour. A major part of the game revolves around planning your schedule using a calendar system. You can choose from different activities during the day and night, such as going to class, taking on part-time jobs, or, most importantly, hanging out with friends to strengthen your connections. When nighttime comes, or you step into the mysterious tower known as Tartarus, the gameplay switches to turn-based battles. Stardew Valley combines farming simulation with RPG features. You start the game by inheriting an old, neglected farm and moving to the quiet village of Pelican Town. From there, you can grow crops, venture into mines, catch fish, and get to know the locals. Stardew Valley is one of the best Game Pass games because of the freedom it gives you. You can set your own goals and take your time completing them with no pressure to finish things quickly. The game is packed with content including farming, raising animals, mining, fighting monsters, fishing, and taking part in fun mini-games and seasonal events. You can also make friends with the villagers, form close relationships, and even start a family. The Outer Worlds was made by Obsidian Entertainment, a studio famous for creating well-loved RPGs like Fallout New Vegas and Knights of the Old Republic 2. In this single-player, first-person sci-fi adventure, you wake up in the Halcyon colony after being lost in space for decades on a colony ship. Soon, you find yourself caught up in a dangerous conspiracy that could destroy the entire colony. One of the best things about The Outer Worlds is its strong focus on classic RPG features. The game stands out for its storytelling, characters, and world building. The writing is sharp and full of humor, and the voice acting is excellent. While you make decisions, it's not as choice-driven as other games from the studio, but it's still a great game. The Forgotten City originally started as an award-winning Skyrim mod, but became a game after its initial reception. It takes you to a beautifully designed ancient Roman city where you find yourself stuck in a strange time loop. The city is cursed by an interesting premise. If even one person commits a sin, everyone will be turned into gold. Your mission is to solve this mystery and find a way to break the loop. The loop only restarts when you decide to break the golden rule by committing a sin. This gives you the freedom to follow different story paths and test out decisions at your own pace before needing to reset. It's very well done and worth playing if you've never tried it before. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is an excellent RPG trilogy. This bundle includes the highly praised Mass Effect trilogy, along with almost all of the original downloadable content, giving you a huge amount of content to play through. You take on the role of Commander Shepard, a main character you can customize in many ways that make them feel like your true avatar. Your journey becomes the heart of a grand story about rescuing the galaxy from serious danger. One of the biggest strengths is how your tough choices have major and long-lasting effects on the story, the characters, the different groups you encounter, and even the future of entire civilizations throughout all three games. The Legendary Edition is the best way to enjoy this series, especially if you've never played before.